This particular question on the GMAT tends to confuse a lot of people because of the way the question is worded. But a part of the question I want us to focus on is the part that says a reading of n plus 1 corresponds to an intensity that is 10 times the intensity of a reading of n. All that is telling us essentially is if you think about a reading of n compared to a reading of n plus 1, there is a times 10 relationship between those two readings. So if we use that idea, they're asking us to figure out the intensity between a reading of 8 and a reading of 3. So if you use this same step method that I just showed you, let's use the same method here. So let's go through 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the way you want to look at the intensity is look at it in terms of steps, and just understand that between each step, which is if you think about n and n plus 1, if we called this first step the step 3, which is what they asked for, all the way to the step 8, which is all the way here. So the first one is 3, then 4, then 5, then 6, then 7, then 8. So if you think about the steps and understand that between each step is a times 10 relationship, which is what they were saying. So if you think of n as step 3 and n plus 1 as step 4, because 3 plus 1 is 4. So we have something that looks like this. So essentially they're just asking us how much intensity do you have between 3 and 8. So at that point we want to count how the tens we have. So we have times 10 5 times. So it's not 5 times 10, but because you have times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10, pretty much that puts us at 10 to the 5th power. So as a result, the answer is C. So 10 to the 5th is the answer here. So again, just look at the intensities as steps, and so between step 3 and step 8, understanding that there's a times 10 intensity between each, which is told to us in the question. There's a times 10 intensity right there. Because of that, you can say times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10, which is 10 to the 5. As a result, the answer is 10 to the 5th. Thank you.